All right, welcome to Roleplay Cafe. I'm Jason. Beside me there is Jose. Below him is Jorge, and beside him is Eloy, our MC for tonight's Barrowmaze, Dragonslayer. We're going along. We had to shed the dead weight if we were going to get something done tonight, so we're going with the super crew, and let's do it.
Right. So, yes, when last we left, you guys were exploring the mound, which I believe you guys labeled mound number 8 on the... Or number 7? I
think we were in 7 with the pool.
Number 7.
Yeah, number 8 was completely covered with grass. So we
have to excavate 8.
Yeah. So this is the mound which has the black pool in it, which you never actually explored. As far as you got was Dura threw in a sledge hammer cover with a rope, and so you gauged that it's 50 feet deep. But you pulled out the sledge again, right? And before Nagion could decide whether or not he was going inside the water, you guys were attacked by skeletons. And so we ended the session after that fight was concluded. And so I guess we'll pick up here, right?
Sweet.
That's right.
All right. Do we already loot these skeletons? I can't remember if we did.
Yeah, I don't think that they didn't have any.
They didn't
treasure.
have much. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I suppose we should get out of here, right? And
how long was the pool? Like the dimensions of the pool itself?
The pool isn't that long. I believe the pool is 10 feet by 15 feet. So it's like a rectangle, right? So it's 10 feet wide, and it goes 15 feet forward, but then it goes 50 feet down.
And the stairs descend. We don't know how far they descend.
They descend a little bit into the water. Yeah.
Okay.
It's 50 feet deep. We tested it with a rope.
Right, so you're going to be swimming, immediately once you step into the pool.
Okay.
Right?
All right. You think it's worth looking for treasure down there?
Do remember 2 things, right? One is that Nagion pushed a skeleton into the pool that didn't come back out.
Right, I remember.
And, the guys are not here. You could technically leave them here to continue exploring if they want, or, you guys do whatever you think is best.
Yeah.
No, they're assumed to come with us, because otherwise this gets too complicated.
Right, that's a good point.
Whoever isn't here is ghosting, right?
Yeah, right.
Well, you could come back and explore this later, right?
Sure. I think we can leave this undone for now. Unless we grow gills, I don't know how we can do it.
Well,
I have the sense of not following the skeleton into that pool of darkness there.
Technically, one of us could be tied to a rope. The armor should help us go down quick enough.
True.
And the others can pull him out.
So we should suit up Nagion in some plate mail and drop him in.
Yeah, be advised that swimming in armor is extremely difficult.
Right.
That's why we're going to fix a rope to his neck so we can pull him out.
The person will have to have a rope tied that they could pull, right?
By the time we get him out, he'll be suffering. He'll be strangled.
Do we have any reason to believe? It looks like a fool's endeavor to dive in there just to look for gold. We don't even know what the purpose of this place was.
Right.
It looks most unwelcome, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
Then let us get the hell out of here.
Yes. Vela agrees. And we said it was about 2 p.m. Was that how we left it off last session? I can't remember.
Let's call it noon. Just to have a little bit more time.
So there is the mound there that is south east of us. That is we have
Mound
not checked.
9.
Yep, we have not checked.
Yeah. I believe we should go to that mound next. I agree.
Mm-hmm. Let's do it.
You're moving south and east.
South and east.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So you move 1 50-foot stretch
You
directly.
can see that
Yeah.
where we're heading is the one I labeled 9, Eloy.
Oh, okay. So you're walking straight to that one.
Right.
So you go down one, and then you go one southeast and another southeast. All right. So you see nothing around it within the section of fog that you can identify, right? And this, what you find is that this mound is collapsed, right? So it's not a regular rounded mound like what you did, and it's mostly irregular. It just gives you a sense that it collapsed. So there's broken terrain, but it's all covered in grass.
Right.
So you might,
Dig.
You might dig, right, if you
So,
wish.
Are there door?
There's no door.
are there any
Right,
obvious
it seems-
rises where the mound collapsed around something like a object, a pillar, or a sarcophagus or something?
No, not really. There's areas of
Undulating ground.
You've seen that this is mostly rounded domes, right? But this thing has collapsed, and so it's all irregular.
Okay.
You might have to start digging if you
yeah.
wish to uncover something.
It sounds like this one is another for that crew we meant to find. We meant to bring.
The excavation crew. Well, I think I'm going to go in. I'm going to go over to some raised ground and just dig a little. Maybe spend 10 minutes digging
All right.
into it, just to see if I hit something. Stone.
What might have helped us point out any area where the digging might have been more useful or more.
While she's doing that, I'm gonna look around for tracks to see if anything has been by this mound recently.
Interesting. You have what, 85% chance?
It's 80%.
80. There you go. All right, so you look around, but there doesn't seem to be any tracks around here. And so that takes you a good 10 minutes, right, while you're checking the area around as Vela is digging around. And Vela, you don't uncover anything of value. There's rubble in there. There's some stones which have something on them which might have been a mosaic at some point, because you've seen this,
Right.
or frescoes, right? You've seen this in other mounds, but it's just fragments,
Okay.
right? Nothing really. In 10 minutes you are unable to uncover anything
Right.
else of
Right.
value. It might take. I mean, how many people are digging with you?
I will assist.
Okay.
Yeah, I probably would have asked a couple of the torchbearers to aid.
Okay, so
speed
that's
up
2
digging.
torchbearers, you and Thelonious. That's 4 people.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boy, it looks like hard work.
So
Just keep an eye out, Donald, for any creatures who might sneak up on us.
right,
Keep
so
your
you-
ranger's eyes peeled.
Keep a watchful eye, woodsman.
So within those 10 minutes, right, there is. Between all of you, you do uncover rubble, right, and some of these fragments, but nothing of value.
Okay.
But it is a big area to cover, so it might take
Right.
a while to cover the whole thing. It might take you.
path better left for these other people.
It might take all 4 of you like an hour to
Okay.
cover the entire thing, right?
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we're again. I was digging to see if I found something quickly that
Right.
might inspire us to dig more. But I mean, I'm looking for some reason to excavate more. And if it's not, enticing me to go further, then I'm probably going to give up the ghost here. I'm not going to wear myself out digging dirt.
Okay.
I suggest we move on to another barrel.
Yeah. Or at least look for another barrel. The excavation site 8. I don't know if 9 we want to mark this down as a potential excavation site. What do you think? No?
Yeah, worth
Yes?
it. It's nothing to lose, right?
Okay. So we got 2 potential excavation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, do you want to search for more of these mounds? Or do you want to take another stab at the maze?
I'm game for anything, Donald.
Well, since we're here, since we are here, we
Yeah.
should look for another one of these mountains.
Yeah, I mean, the fog obscures enough that we can move 150 feet and we may discover yet another mound.
I believe that we need to check the area to the south of the maze entrance. There's a big area we have not explored at all that may have more mounds.
Okay.
So
Sounds
what we're gonna
woodsman, take us there.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lead the group straight south.
Straight south. Okay.
From
So
Mount,
you
from
go-
Mount 9?
From now.
From
Okay.
Mount 9, you
Okay.
move south 50 feet. There's nothing. Another 50 feet. There's nothing. Another 50 feet. And when you hit those 50 feet, you can see southwest, right? You see the main
Main entrance. Yeah.
the main entrance mound, right? What is it? What did you call it? The
Mount.
Great Mound. You
Yeah.
can see it. But now, from your current position, if you go southeast, so these are hexes, right? So if
Yep.
you go straight southeast along the hexes, 100 feet from your current position, there is a mound.
Okay.
All right. So let's go to Mount 10.
All right, so you move.
Yeah, agreed.
When you move directly to it 50 feet, you can see that from this position, 100 feet straight northeast, it's a hex, so follow the row
Yeah.
of hexes, right? 2 hexes away, there is another mound.
Okay.
Mount 11.
Straight northeast
All right.
from here?
Yes,
Oh, so it's like stacked on top of each other. Yeah. Gotcha.
almost. So
But
when you reach
Okay.
the mound that you were targeting, right? You can see that beyond that mound, if you continue southeast, 100 feet away, there's another mound.
Mount 12.
And so, you do the standard looking around.
We scout for the living and the
And
dead.
let me check something real quick.
Yeah, I always want to investigate the top and around the mound before I
So-
enter anything.
So as you circle the thing, you immediately note that there is an entrance and there is a broken cover stone next to the open entrance.
Cover stone. Over
yeah.
the entrance?
It's
Somebody broke it.
it's been broken out. Yes.
Gotcha.
And that might have been looted. I'll look for tracks by the entrance to see if this happened recently or.
Okay, you said 80%, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So you're looking around. There's no recent boot tracks to suggest people, but there are strange marks which put you in mind of it's either some sort of lizard or reptile or amphibian or something along those lines, because it seems to be webbed. There are no claws that you can see, like reptilian feet will have claws, and so sometimes they dig into the ground and they would leave gouges, right? And this terrain seems to be wet, right? So that this is mud, and so you see the tracks because there is mud, and that's how come there's no recent boot tracks, right? Mm-hmm. But there's something either amphibian or reptilian.
There's some sort of lizard or giant or large frog-like creature.
Tracks facing away from the ruin or towards it. Are they leaving the premise, or are they?
There is one headed. There's one good one that you can tell that is headed sort of straight back east, and there's another one headed straight west, and another headed northwest. So almost in the direction from which you came.
Right.
So let's toss a torch in there first and see what we can see from the entrance.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see.
Fimbria.
Fimbria. Okay, Fimbria lights a torch.
So it's muddy. No standing water here in the entrance. Nothing like that.
When she leans into the entrance and throws the thing, the torch inside, she sees it's kind of wet in here, and she throws the torch, and for a brief instant you can see illumination of the inside of a mound, right? And so the dome ceiling with some columns in it, similar to previous chambers, right? It's about a 30 feet diameter chamber, but then the torch plunges down and it fizzles out. There's water filling the entrance. You've experienced several of these mounds that the staircases descend about 5 feet, right? Okay. But now, the stone steps that lead down, you can see one step and then it's water. It's dark, muddy water, just covering.
Let's be ready for bullywugs or some other type of water-loving creature. Owen and Fimbria, strike torches. Let us head in.
Yeah, well, we could first try to draw them to us by splashing this water about. Bring them to us. Why go into their lair? Why not bring them to us and kill them here in the sunlight?
How do you reckon we do that?
And so I'll stick my foot in the water at the second step and splash about, kicking the water about. Hollow.
Vigorously.
Oh, yeah. I'm splashing about and yelling into the chamber.
Excellent.
Okay, so hold on, because did we go in? I thought we just threw a torch.
No. But he described it like the second step. Right. There's water, so I'm kicking about there and splashing there. Yeah. So I would be in the doorway of this thing, obviously.
Right. So as you do, you hear a splash. Right, you splash in the water, and so you pull back, and you sort of hear like a woofing sound and a big splash.
So I'll take like 2 steps up and outside, and I'll look over at the party and smile. Yes, see, we can deal with them here instead of there. And
form a shield wall.
Yep.
I tell the 4 men, form a shield wall, and I'm ready my bow.
Okay.
All right, cool. So let's roll initiative to see how good that.
Shield wall.
4.
5. So you're forming the shield wall, and out from the darkness leaps this large figure of a giant toad. Let me roll some.
Giant toad. The bigger they are, the easier they are to kill.
And the harder they bite.
Yeah. I try to think of positive things here, Donald.
I'm from the northern mountains. We're negative through and through.
That's why you've been alive and successful,
Right.
right?
All right, so
I find
let's see.
pessimistic people tend to survive.
So while you're scrambling around, I'm just going to roll randomly, see who it attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 of you, so I'm going to roll a d10, and I'm going to take it in the order 4.
Oh, that's a
So
torchbearer.
1, 2,
No,
3,
that's
4.
Kodos.
That's Kodos.
Okay, good.
Kodos. All right. So, here we go. Oof. What's Kodos' armor class?
4.
Let me check.
Yeah, it's a hit.
Okay, so if it's a 4, that hits. Kodos takes
Oh no, I think he's done.
5 hits. These 5 hits. It's like the giant toad just leaps onto him. It just pushes him back with shield and everything, and he just falls on his back, right? And so the toad tries to bite into his head, and it gets an arm, right? The sword arm, I suppose.
Almost from point blank range. As I was setting up behind them, I'm going to shoot him with
Right.
my longbow.
Go for it.
All right, that's a 16 on the die.
That hits.
And that's a total of 6 hits.
Ooh, nice.
Okay, so the arrow sinks into this. So actually, the arrow bounces off the flesh, but it does gouge it a bit, right? So you do see blood come out,
Uh-oh.
but you would have expected this arrow to just dive in. So it's hurt, but it's not dead,
Okay.
right?
I rolled an 18. Does that hit?
Yes.
Okay.
You hit it with the battle axe?
Yes, that's right. That is 11 points of damage.
Okay, now
Actually, no, 10 points of damage. Sorry.
10 points of damage is on the dot. So you hit this toad on the side of the head, right? It's like an eye goes out in a spurt of blood, right? And it just collapses on top of Kodos. And that's when you notice the second toad emerge from the thing. Let's see who it attacks. 7.
That's lamb.
That's Lamb. Thank you. Lamb. Let's see how Lamb fares under this onslaught. Lamb fares well because they all got armor class 4, right?
Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
No, some of
There's a
them have
couple of
dexterity
threes.
bonuses.
No, didn't Lamb have...
Lamb has 2.
Yeah. One of them
Lamb
has a
2,
bonus.
so
Yeah.
he's not getting hit, right? So he manages to sidestep this large toad that just emerged.
Vela
From
will
the darkness.
scream out and swing shield in front, driving her broadsword toward this second toad. No, not going to happen. 9 plus 1, 10 for me. 11, actually.
No.
11 for me.
No, so you swing at it and it just bounces off. You don't hit it dead on, right?
Yeah.
It's sort of on an angle and it just bounces off the rubbery
I
flesh.
expected a soft toad, but it is not such.
Who hasn't gone? Let's see. All the NPCs, I guess.
Correct.
Targard. Let's see. Targard does not hit. Gilly.
Nice.
Gilly hit for
5 hits.
5 rounds, right? For 5
5
hits.
hits, yeah.
Lamb.
Yeah.
Lamb has an attack. He just
Same
sidesteps,
kind.
Oh.
but does not hit. And
Kodos.
Kodos is dealing with getting off
yeah,
the frog off of him.
He's underneath it, yes.
Yeah.
So let's roll initiative for the next
How
round.
big are these toads? Like
I'm gonna say 4 or 5 feet long, right? Okay, you know what? Roll morale. Roll 2d6.
6.
We're fighting.
Probably not good.
We're fighting.
Let me see if I can get. Oh, giant! Oh, see, I like this. The giant things are under giant.
Yeah,
I like
right.
that.
It took me a while to find them when I was doing my solo playtest for the channel. I couldn't find Giant Toad to save my life.
Well, morale is actually 6.
Woo!
And your roll is 6.
Yeah.
So I think in this game, it's
They're
the
fighting.
number or higher.
Mm-hmm.
I think it used to be higher. So
Yeah.
we'll treat it as higher because otherwise morale 12 things
Correct. Could
would
never-
run
would never-
and they don't.
Yes,
Right?
correct.
And they're
correct.
not supposed to. If they're skeletons and it's morale 12, they're not
Right.
supposed to run.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're fighting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so they do go first. It does go first. So, Lamb is its target. Oh, my
Nice.
God. Look at that. No, but Lamb. Oh, yeah. Lamb has a 2 armor class. All
Yeah,
right.
I'm gonna have armor class 0 when the plate's ready. But for now,
Right.
it's armor class 2.
Yeah.
So Lamb, it's not a D6. It is actually a D4 plus 1. So he does take 4 hits.
Ouch.
Lamb. Oh, Lamb has a lot of hit points. He does get hit. Oh! But Lamb is a first level fighter, so
Yeah.
Lamb is good. So let's have Lamb try and attack it because he's right there and it doesn't work.
I shoot it. That's a. We now have a +2, right? So that's a 17
Yeah.
Yeah,
based on level. So that's 5 points of damage.
Nice.
5 points of damage. Okay, so this arrow goes in, right, and it is a deep hit, and so the frog sort of staggers. You hit one of its front legs, and so it's off balance and sort of staggering to the side.
19.
19 total? That's okay. Yeah, that hits.
Nice.
Yeah. That is 14 points of damage.
And
Battle
so
axe.
you bury the battle axe on the thing's spine, right?
Awesome.
And you break the spine, and blood comes out as the thing collapses.
This is just a third level paladin with a +4 axe.
Yeah,
is just
yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's badass. Vela will help. Oh my gosh, the name. Not Comir. Is it Comir?
No, Kodos is wounded.
Kodos.
Slam.
I will help Kodos.
Lamb is wounded as well.
Just Kodos.
I will help.
Roll.
I will help Kodos up, and I will bind wounds for Kodos.
Go for it. So roll a d6, and
3.
It's 1 to 3. So
So 3. So that's
So 3 is 2 points,
Yep.
right?
So he's healed up too. I help him to his feet. Good man.
And
Kodos.
Lamb is also wounded, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So let's bandage him. That's a 6, so he gets 3 hits back.
Nice. Okay, so Lamb is almost back to full hits. He's 7 out of 8. And Kodos is 4 out of 7. So,
Okay.
he was hit bad.
Yes. And then we'll look to the ranger. Do your due on these giant toads. Let's cut them open, see what they might have.
Excellent. Cutting them open.
Okay. So, as you do, Fimbria pokes a torch and says, there's water in here, but, do you guys want to go in, or should we stay outside?
Well, we'll see how deep it is once we've checked these corpses.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, you butcher the corpses. There's really nothing.
I'm just opening the bellies, right? Because if there's anything, it would be in the stomach.
Right. Okay. So you got them, is what you
Yeah,
do. You
it's
got
just-
them. So.
All right. So once that, let's get a torch lit, right? And what I'll do is I'll go ahead with Fimbria with the torch behind me, with my 10-foot pole, and test it on the stairs to see how deep the water is before we go in.
Actually, in this case, she lights up her oil lamp.
Lantern.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not a big room, but it's about 4 feet of water, right? Because it's all to the edge of the mound. So it's a lot of, and it's black, it's this region is they produce peat.
Bogs. Peat, yeah.
So it's dark water, but then as you do, you sort of spot an area, a little mound towards the back and to the left side, and that seems to be an area that it's poking partly out of the water. So it might be easy.
Let's go to their lair, see if there's something, but do not walk down the center. We're going to go around the corner in case there's another swimming pool in the middle.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
And we'll be poking with a spear the ground in front of us.
Mm-hmm. So, you're testing the ground to make sure there's no pits or there's nothing where you can fall, right? And you're making your way. There doesn't seem to be anything else here. I mean, you feel some slimy things beneath the water, but nothing threatening. And when you reach the little mound, it's just a mound of debris that pokes outside the water. And scrambling through the mud, you find two candle holders, two candlesticks, basically. And when you scrub off the mud, they glint with a copper gleam. And so that, these are worth about 12 pieces of gold each.
Nice find, Donald. I never thought I'd see a ranger digging around in a refuge of mud, but good find.
You never know until you search.
It's true. It's true. Ah, good. Nothing else that's above the waterline in here.
No, you guys poke with the 10-foot pole, but it's, if you were to attempt to search this, it's 4 feet of water.
Right.
You'd have to, get your hands in there, dive a little bit below the surface and just poke with your hands.
Vela's only about 5'4", so yeah.
So is it worth it?
She's a little mean cuss.
All right. So then, if there's nothing else, I would suggest we go to the closest mound, which is the one to the northeast.
Okay.
That's
so
11. Nice.
So you move.
And as usual, if nothing kills us immediately, Vela's usually goes on top of the mound.
Yeah.
And I go around looking for tracks of anything that might be close.
Okay.
We should let you go on top because you've got the missile weapon. As I circle around, because then you could get a fire from any direction.
Yeah. But I gotta take a look for tracks, right?
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Okay, so Jose, you move 50 feet.
I actually
northeast.
have a crossbow now, don't I? I forgot I do too.
You move 50 feet northeast, and then you move 50 feet north, and you're standing on the mound. And so, standing on this mound, you can see 100 feet beyond, straight north, there is another mound.
Excellent.
This one, as you explore it, random encounter. As you explore it, you realize two things. First, this mound is completely covered. So there's nothing. There's no entrance that you can see.
So we might have to excavate this one too.
This is the type of thing where you would have to excavate. Yes.
So that's 3 already. It's good because we can plan to bring the laborers and hit those particular mounds in one day.
But as you are looking for tracks,
yes, let us keep an account of which of these mounds we will need to revisit.
Marking them on the map.
What's your surprise?
Surprise only on a 1.
Only on a 1. So here we go. Let's see if Donald is surprised. That is a no. You are not surprised. And so as you are searching for tracks close to the ground, right, suddenly you sense movement within the grass here. The grass here is a bit overgrown. This area seems to be wetter ground than you've seen before, right? And so the grass grows a bit higher, a lot higher in this particular case, because emerging from the ground, you see the head of an enormous snake. You see the triangular shaped head of an olive green gigantic snake, which looks at you, and let us roll initiative.
6.
Hey.
Yes. Well, that is good, because the snake rears to attack Donald, and opens its jaws with
All right. Time to
their
try.
fangs.
Time to another run for my spanking new bastard sword.
Let me roll some
Okay.
hit points here.
13. That's 17.
Hang on. Jorge wanted combat today. He's getting combat.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to combat, have them attack him. I'm a pacifist. When have I ever played a fighter type in an RPG? Come on.
I know. I mean, this is a first. It's a first.
Never. When I
Go
guess
for
the
it.
green.
Yeah,
Go
so
for
total is 17 to hit.
That hits.
8
Nice.
points of damage.
Woo.
I'm sorry, how much? Ooh,
8.
8 point. Oh, sure.
All right. I'm going to level my crossbow at it from here. Actually,
So,
I might
you
not.
slice a little bit of flesh from its one of its segments, right? It opens up and blood starts welling out. Vela.
Yeah, I was thinking about launching a missile at it from here. Yeah, I will. What the heck? Now, am I in, what is
Just
this,
don't
short?
hit.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, just don't hit Donald. Yeah.
That's my goal not to. 16,
Yes, that hits.
and I don't. You add dex to damage here, right? So,
Yeah.
6 damage.
6 points of damage. All right,
So
and
finally
this
I
is
get
a
to-
crossbow bolt.
Unload a crossbow bow, and then I will swing that back onto my back and draw my sword and shield and begin heading down the mound toward him.
I will
Nice.
charge
Sort of
at
rides.
it.
Go for it.
That is a 19
That hits.
Nice.
for 11 points of damage.
Oh my God! So you get to it. It's sort of been feinting at Donald, right? But it hasn't struck. And as you get to it, you swing your axe and you cleave into the side of the neck, right? And you just sever the thing where it's hanging by a thread, and it just collapses to the ground. Oh my
Not
God!
today, you foul serpent.
Oh, you fiend!
You just took down a giant python snake.
Nice.
God, that is
We
amazing.
mean business, man.
Donald, be careful where you stirrup in these tall grasses.
It's part and parcel of searching the wilds like this.
Let's check.
So we must mark this as another excavation mound.
I
Giant toad.
This we should skin. We can take the skin back for decorations of my new home that they're building
we
currently.
can make boots out of it.
Yes, and boots.
Or belt.
And a purse for you.
Boots.
Belt.
We can do that. If the other guys keep watch, we can cut it open to
Yeah.
see if there's anything in the gut.
Yeah.
If you have any treasure, and since Vela wants the skin, we'll go ahead and skin it.
Yep.
All right, let's check here.
That's why you bring an outdoors man, so you can take care of this kind of business.
I mean, a python snake skin. I could almost make a whole outfit at 5'4" and 120
Okay,
pounds. Out of that.
Jorge, start rolling D100s.
D100.
We all know that you want the snakeskin dress so you can impress
Dora.
your friend. What was it?
How much?
Dora.
Okay, roll again.
43.
Okay, roll again.
Rasta.
72.
Right.
Roll again.
79.
Roll again.
Wow.
84.
Okay, and one more time.
45.
Nice.
Unfortunately, you guys find nothing.
I knew he was messing with you.
I was going to say, he's got to be messing with it.
No. That was the chances for treasure.
Oh, wow.
Missed
I know.
every single one of them.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. That's sad.
That's all right. It was too easy anyway. We shouldn't get treasure for killing something that quick anyway. You know, it's got to earn it.
Yeah.
I thought that's how you earned it. Right.
That is exactly how you earn it. All right.
So if there's nothing else around this mound, we would
Right.
have 100 feet south and 50 southeast to the mound.
The other mound.
Mound
All
12.
right. So you go south, and then east. So you're standing on top of the, you're not standing on top of the mound. You're in the area of the mound, and you can see south by southeast another mound.
So 1 square to the southeast of 12, 1 hex.
Yeah. If you go,
If we're standing on Mount 12.
Yes, this is the new mound.
Yeah.
And it's on the it's south by southeast.
So
So it's
one
a little.
to the southeast and 1 to the south.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
So that's 14. Okay.
Yes. This is
All right.
getting complicated. You guys are exploring the maze.
Yeah.
I mean the barrow's nice.
Yeah.
Of course. All right. So let's
So-
do our standard procedure around Mount 12.
Yep.
Check for tracks and
Yeah.
entrance.
Yeah.
This mound is covered. So it will require. Yes, it will require
Digger.
the standard people to dig.
So
And-
we already I have 4 labeled such.
Yeah.
That's gonna be like
Full day's work
Question.
for the laborers.
That's gonna be a bunch of. Okay, so I think although we've left 13 unexplored, we can leave that for later because 14 is closer. So we're gonna go south by southeast.
Right. So you guys take a little break at this
Yeah.
covered mound to have lunch.
And quickly, still seeing muddy ground here, kind of high water table.
It's muddy.
Okay, so it's Mound 12 is a little muddy too. Okay.
Wet terrain, but it is muddy. So
I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna get some coffee.
go for it.
Awesome.
I wasn't kidding when I said the super crew tonight. We've waylaid all these creatures pretty quick. Well,
Hey.
the
Well,
paladin,
that's how you
the
do
paladin
it. That's
has
how you
with his
do it.
with his battle axe.
We've been helping.
Yeah,
No, that's like huge. That's
it's epic.
that's huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
It's awesome.
Yeah, that was like a 50-foot snake, right? So it's really bad.
And if we're fighting undead, he can switch it for the flame brand, which is also +4 plus it burns them. Right?
Yeah, right.
So basically, he's all +4 all the time, unless he wants to use a blood weapon.
Right.
In which case it's +2.
Right.
There's really no reason to use the +3 spear, unless he wants to use it as a lance.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, so
That's funny.
let's see.
Swiss Army weapon.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so while you guys are having lunch, from out of the mist emerge two dead creatures, two dead men walking towards you. And once they lay eyes on you, they pick up the pace and start running towards you. So let us roll initiative.
Just my luck. Always dead men coming after me.
Yes. So, all right, so you guys go first.
All right, as they're running towards us, I'm going to hurl a holy water vial at one of them.
Ooh. Go for it. Hang on.
I will level my crossbow as they approach before they get into melee and let rip a bolt.
You let me know when you're ready, Eloy.
Let me roll the hit points real quick. Go for it.
I hit armor class 5. I rolled a 15 total.
What are you using again?
A holy water vial.
Holy water vial. You roll how much?
15 total.
Yes, that hits.
And that's 6 hits.
And
6 hits.
And I rolled a 14 with 4 hits, if that hits.
With a,
Okay.
With a crossbow bolt. Yeah, crossbow. Before they get into melee, I'm firing.
So, two things happen. The crossbow hits first, right? Because it goes... it just embeds itself into the thing, but it just keeps coming. It doesn't seem to be affected. But the other one sort of crumbles to the ground in a heap of steaming flesh, right? Rotted flesh. Who else? Who else is attacking?
I charge at the one Vela shot.
Okay.
With my sword. With a sword.
With the rod.
The rod. Yeah, the
rod
turned into
sword.
the sword is, it's a flame brand. So
Flaming
that's
sword.
I got one dead.
Right.
Okay.
It bursts into flame and that is 17. Does that hit?
Yes.
That is 13 points of damage.
Oh my god.
Ooh, nice.
So, you hit this thing and it just bursts into fire.
Yeah.
Right? It just, even with
Dead, dried
even though
corpse,
it's
just
wet,
boom.
right? Even though it's wet, it just, catches flames and just collapses to the ground.
Yeah, for the kids watching, part of the deal with the flame brand sword is that the magical flames are most effective against undead.
Right.
So it's made for this.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
Nice.
Nice.
So, everything is quiet. And then the first one rises up, its flesh still steaming. And we roll initiative again.
The holy water? Okay.
Yeah, holy water. Wakes up
Great.
again. 4. So, I think nearest is Felonius, right?
Yeah,
So
right.
just-
He charged
Yeah,
into
I
melee.
charged at the other one. Right.
Right, so let's see if it grabs Felonius. It does not. So it lunges for you, but it sort of you manage to sidestep it easily.
All right. So I swing at it with 18 hits, right?
18 on the die? Yes, that hits.
Yeah. That is 7 points of damage
Nice.
with the
And
flaming
so,
sword.
Again, you just slice off its head and the neck catches fire and it just crumbles to the ground.
Back to the afterlife. Be damned.
All right, let's
Felonious, if
see.
you are done playing with the undead, we should look for a doorway into this mound.
There was none.
Oh,
This one.
did I miss that on this? Is this mound 14? It has no doorway?
Well, we were having lunch on Mount 12.
Oh, we haven't. Gotcha. We haven't left yet. Okay. So we're eating lunch on 13.
On 12. On 12.
Exactly.
12. I'm sorry, 12. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So we haven't moved to 14 yet. I gotcha.
Correct.
No.
We had to stop for lunch and the undead came. Do they have any treasure?
Yes, they do.
Nice.
Treasure. This has not been as productive an adventure as the previous mounds have been.
No, you win some, you lose some,
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
So the creatures have on their person the equivalent of 12 electrum pieces and 10 gold pieces.
That's not too bad.
Yes.
Nice.
So, all right.
All right.
So, you were on the covered mound still,
Yeah.
and you were going south?
We're going one south and one southeast to the mountain
Correct.
related 14.
Mound 14.
You go one
Right.
south. Okay, and when you reach the mound, you notice two things. The entrance is open, and you also notice there is another mound 100 feet exactly to the east of this one.
100 feet to the east.
Mound 15.
Wow.
Let's see.
Alright.
This one is open.
Let's
It's
look
another
for
one
track-
of those. Of
look
those.
for track on the first, see if there's been anything recently.
Okay. Give me 1 second to
I'll give you 3.
move it, boy.
Too generous.
I need to check some notes here.
Uh-oh.
Just to make sure I have this correct.
Not good. Not good.
Not good. Run away.
Run away.
I have detailed files, which is one of Ivan's favorite
I have
Quote.
detailed files.
detailed files. Yes, my files aren't that detailed, but there are tracks, Donald. You say tracks going into this mound. There's tracks going. There's tracks coming because again the ground is wet. So
And are we talking about human tracks or human-like
yes,
tracks?
yes, footprints. I should have said.
So there's been somebody here. I cannot tell how recently.
Can you tell the number?
It's difficult.
Okay.
Not in this muddy mess.
Yes.
So let's enter with shields up, gentlemen.
Yeah, I'll take my position in the front, shield out, broadsword out, next to
Shield and
Felonious.
axe.
Yep.
Shield and axe for me.
And we will stick our head in here and head in.
So you find a similar room to what you have seen before. Again, another 30-foot
With the
mound
columns and everything.
with the columns. In the center of this one, there is a sarcophagus made of stone, The lid is broken on the floor. The sarcophagus itself is covered in relief carvings of skeletons. They're in various poses, right, which suggest dancing.
Dancing skeletons.
Yes. There doesn't seem to be much else with broken pottery shards in the corners. The footprints, you can see some footprints entering this area, but there's like somebody shook off mud at the entrance, right? So there seems to have been awareness that we probably shouldn't leave tracks if we're going in here.
Nothing's moving with them.
They were trying to cover their tracks.
Somebody cleaned like their boots, their shoes, right when they went in.
No bodies or skeletons scattered about the floor. No bodies. No.
No, and that's weird, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lamb, why don't you take a look around the wall, see if you can find a hidden door?
All right.
And you can tell all of this, woodsman, from their tracks.
That's what I can see. They wipe their boots clean so as to avoid leaving further sign. So I asked Lamb Eloy to see if he can find secret doors, right? Because he's got the best chance.
Ooh, that's right. That's right. All right. So he checks along the walls. He says that there's no secret doors along the walls.
We have competition now, gentlemen. There is someone out here doing our job for us. This I do not like.
Someone should tap on the bottom of the sarcophagus.
Yeah, Vela will go over and I'll reach in with my sword and tap the bottom of the sarcophagus.
So you start tapping on it, and sure enough, it kind of rings hollow.
What? I look at Donald. Oh, you are a clever man, Ranger. I'll bring out the sledge. I'll swing it off the pack, and I'll get up on top of it, and just between my legs, straddling. This is a stone sarcophagus, right? So I can stand on the edges, and I'll drop this down through the center of the bottom of the sarcophagus. This sledgehammer.
Bottom of the sarcophagus. Cool. All right. So let's see. This. Are you the only one doing this? Is somebody?
Yeah, I would think. You? I would think on this situation, I might be for now.
You might be alone for now. Okay.
Yeah, there's not a lot of room to swing sledges, right?
Right, and
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The position is kind of awkward, isn't it? So, where is that sledge rule? It's been a while since I've used the.
The sledgehammer. I think it's most of the sledge rule. I think is pertaining to rolling for creatures too, right?
Yes, I'm trying to determine the number of rounds. I think it's 3.
Yeah, depends.
It's 3 turns actually. What it takes you, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, 30 minutes. Yeah.
Yes, there we go. 30 minutes if it's only one person. Working.
Yep. If it's stone, if it's bronze, that's a different beast. But stone, I think, is 30 minutes per one.
Yes. So where are we here?
To the bottom of the sarcophagus.
2, 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's hollow.
Okay.
We think it might be a trapdoor or something.
Oh.
All right, so here we go. So it does make quite a bit of noise. Eventually, parts of it start to crumble until finally the whole thing just crumbles, and you can see there is a staircase beneath.
Ooh.
Donald. Yes. Good call, man. And I'll put the sledge away, and I will ask for a torch, and I'm gonna just take a couple of steps into the stairwell with a torch to see roughly how far it goes down.
Right.
I'll hand Vela one of mine.
Yeah.
Right. So as you start going down, you see a partial muddy footprint on the stairs. So somebody did descend. And so the stairs descend quite a bit. They go like, you can see them going for like 30, 40 feet.
So beyond my torchlight, okay.
Yeah.
So I'll share
it's
this.
still descending.
I'll share this information and tell them that I can only see beyond. I can't see beyond the torchlight. I will hand the torch back, and then I will get my shield in front, my broadsword, and I will begin to descend slowly. Just a few steps at a time as everybody else gets in here with me with the torches.
Up.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So
is this wide enough for two again, or is it single file now?
I think it begins as single file.
Okay.
Right?
So I'll lead the way then,
it's
since I'm...
All right. Because it is a sarcophagus, right?
Yes.
So it sort of makes sense that it's
Best
only...
be careful. The mere fact that you... He conveyed the fact that he saw tracks going down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a mud.
Yeah.
So they might still be down there.
Yeah.
at least one track. Yeah.
There must have been some mechanism or something that we missed outside.
Not anymore, there is not. I have fixed that problem.
Yeah. So you descend until you get from where you can see where the stairs end. You are headed in a northern. You're going north, right? The stairs descend, going straight north. When you get to the foot of the stairs, there's 10 feet in front of the stairs, like the landing, right? And 5 feet more. So it's a total of 15 feet. And then you can see that there's an opening leading straight east that is 5 foot wide.
Straight east, 5 foot wide.
Yes.
All
I
right.
test our assertion that we're going north with the rod to make sure that we are in fact going north.
Ooh, that is excellent. I forgot about that. So yes, you are going north, right? Again, at the foot of the stairs. As you hit the foot of the stairs, you go 10 feet north, then 5 feet north, and at the eastern wall of those 5 feet is a 5 feet corridor. 5 feet wide corridor headed straight east.
No other can't go any other direction. That's the only direction.
No, that's the only direction, and you can see that it goes 10 feet in the easterly direction, and then it seems to open up into a bigger hallway.
Okay. Any more mud on the floor here immediately in front of me before I make any more moves forward?
No. But there's nowhere else to go.
Right.
At least apparently so.
Okay. I'll step gingerly through this. Careful steps, one at a time, hoping not to trigger a collapsing floor or something. Since I don't see any mud prints, I'm gonna assume there's not. And I'll head until it opens up. That 10 foot as it opens up.
Yes. When you get to the edge of the small corridor, right, you can see that the farther wall is 10 feet across, right, and what you are watching is that this small walkway opens into a north-south axis hallway. So it goes north and south. It's a 10-foot wide corridor going north and south.
Okay.
And so that means that when you're standing at the edge of this opening, you can see it goes off into the north. It goes off into the south. Directly in front of you is a solid wall, but 10 feet to the south, at the eastern wall, there's an archway type opening.
Okay.
We're back to a double file, right?
Yes, and you.
Yeah, 10
you
feet. Yeah.
Yes, you figure you've descended enough that you're inside the maze, the Barrowmaze.
Oh.
Right? Because the original room that you
Yeah.
went into, you had to rappel down like
Right.
35 feet.
This is another way in.
Right.
Yes.
All right. So I suggest we go back up because we do not know exactly where we are
Right.
in the main. We should go. We'll recognize this area
Right.
once we reach it.
Then we can reconnoiter and make sense of it. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. Agreed. Let's turn. No sign of any noise of maybe somebody who heard me breaking in that hidden passage. Nothing. Okay.
No, you seem to be in luck.
Okay.
I'm gonna sneak past slip past the group to that north
Arch.
south hallway. And
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna look for tracks there. I have 55%
Interesting.
just to see if there's recent passage.
55%.
Out of there, down here.
What are you trying to detect?
So see
You
if there's
do
any traffic that I
you
can
do see a faint footprint headed north.
Ooh.
footprint headed north. So whoever made it down here headed north. But let us go back up.
Yep.
How deep are we here, Eloy?
How deep?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think-
you've descended. You can sense depth, right?
Yeah.
The thing. Yeah, you're about 35 feet below ground.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. So that's another Barrowmaze entrance.
Yeah. Yeah. Or an exit, depending on the situation.
On how you look at it. Yeah.
Mhm. Depending on where we're at
Yeah.
in the maze. Nice.
And that's interesting because this is pretty far to the east from
Uh-huh.
where we explored. Because we're talking 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6. That's like 300 feet.
Yeah.
It means this
We
complex
never made it 300 feet east.
No,
Oh, yeah,
and east is not quite the direction we want to go yet, right?
Keep
In
mind
the
it's a
maze,
huge-
in the maze,
It's
right?
it's a huge place, right?
Yes.
So
Well,
east is a relative term.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but that's what we're evaluating, right?
Right,
We're getting
exactly,
there.
exactly,
Very.
yeah.
We're not trying to figure anything out of them. I mean, if you look at it from roughly, I mean, it's to the south, but if you look at it roughly from the entrance, it's about 350 feet
Yeah,
where we went. So we haven't been 350 feet east of the entrance when we explored the maze. So this is a
yeah.
lot
We've only
easier.
gone about 200 feet east, according to my map, in the maze.
According to your estimates.
Yeah, according to my map,
Right.
my map from the entrance, maybe 200
According to my
feet.
estimate, from the entrance is
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
I counted
13.
20.
I have 17.
Okay, and I have 20, so we're off just a little bit.
Yeah.
Probably because my entrance, I drew the entrance separate from the block we actually went in. So this is the upstairs, and then we dropped through the hole.
Oh,
So if I move that over 4, it would be about 17. So I drew a big room for our entrance, and then I show the entrance again here. So we're probably, you and I are almost right on. That's pretty
Yep.
cool. Yeah.
all right. So this is an interesting find,
Yes.
and it'll be a good point of reference. As you said, if we need to use it as an exit, we'll know where we are the moment we come up here and
That's
how to
right.
get back.
That's right. And more importantly, we know that somebody is using it, and they're using they're further north from here. And I don't like competition, Donald.
No. Now, I have another
This
question.
is our maze.
I have another question. I'm going to take out the mage's map
Uh-huh.
There you
and
go.
compare it to this area.
Nice.
Let me look for my copy of the Mage's map.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
See
Yeah.
if this is where the Luisa wanted us to go.
Right. Yes. Yeah. Whoever this guy is with muddy boots, he'll be working for us in another session or so. Because I don't truck with no competition. Join us or get lost. That's the T-shirts we're going to be wearing around town. Nice.
So this is the map, right? And
Wait.
Now that looks like what we've already been in.
the wizard did mark a set of
These
stairs.
stairs.
Oh, stairs.
This is the wizard's entrance.
This could be.
This is
Yeah,
the
because
wizard's entrance.
because the 5 foot and then it breaks into a north-south passage wider.
Yeah,
Correct.
this is the wizard's entrance.
I think it might be. Yeah.
Excellent.
You guys have the map, right? I gave you this map, didn't I?
If you did, it's in the Google Drive for me. I haven't printed it or anything.
It should be in the Google.
I haven't printed it. Yeah, okay. I think you're right with that those stairs descending and the 5 foot passage that goes east and then the north south. I think you're right.
Yes,
We may
now
be
this is
there.
the wizard's entrance. Excellent.
This means that whatever the wizard is looking for must be
It's
near
close.
this.
Ah, yes. That is worthy of a full expedition. We might want to start here at the
I
Barrowmaze
think
next.
this is where we should
Start.
do it tomorrow.
Yep. Yeah, this is where we start in the Barrowmaze next.
Yeah.
Nice.
So what time is it?
Oh,
MC?
by now it's almost 2:00.
All right, yeah. So it's not time. It's not time to start messing around in the maze.
No.
But maybe we should move towards that mound to the east.
Just for your information, if you go on the Google Drive, there is a section marked Maps,
Okay.
and within the Maps section, it's called Map Fragment.
Okay. So Wizard's map fragment.
Right. I should rename it because by now you know it's Mazarian's map.
So
Yes.
where it says stairs, purely an entrance to the maze, those are the stairs from Mount 14.
Yep.
That is awesome.
I have renamed it to Mazarian Map because you
Nice.
know it's
Aryan map.
yeah. So if you guys want to download it or print it out or something, you know,
Awesome.
that might be helpful.
It's easier just to look at it here. Excellent. So now we have an idea of.
It's in that folder called maps, right? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So,
Now I
so
am
that's-
tempted, Donald. Before we leave for the other mound, I'm thinking we create we pile all of this rubble of the sarcophagus, take the time to break down all this stone and kind of pile it in the hole to make it difficult for whoever went in to climb out. Basically, plug this entrance.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
It sounds like it would make it difficult for us on the morrow.
Well, that's okay. We can dig it up, but I would like to make it hard on them to get out.
Or we could just camp here.
Ah,
No, we
I
don't want
don't
to
know. I
spend
don't
the
know if
night
I
on
want
it.
to camp in the mounds. I mean, I know you got a sweet ass axe, but
The rest of us are not so fortunate.
right.
I do not think that it is worth the effort and the noise that we will make attracting beasties.
Okay.
But we can vote on it. If
No,
we wish.
gosh, no. That's. I don't want to do the labor if we aren't. There's no
I'm not
consensus.
ignoring it offhand.
Yeah, I mean, if we don't have a consensus to do it, then no labor, no extra labor here if we don't need to. Okay. And if they get out, they get out. That'll be the way. Okay. We don't need to mark this mound, right? We're mapping, so we don't have to mark this mound.
No, I got it.
Yeah, if you got it marked on your map, you should be good, right?
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you want to head? You said you wanted to head over to the east one. Is that mound
Yeah, the
13?
one we called 15, right?
Oh, 15, the new one. Yeah.
The new one. That's
Is the one directly east
Yep.
from here?
number 3 is correct. Commando.
Okay. So
This is awesome.
Yeah. Nice. I
Okay,
like productive sessions. We get information. We get
yeah.
yes.
For purposes of movement, from the mound you are in, you go southeast 1 hex,
And then northeast another.
Okay, so when you go southeast, that hex, you can see that 100 feet directly southeast from this one, there is another mound.
Nice.
Excellent.
And then you go back up north 1, so that you're standing in the hex of the mound that you wanted to go. You notice a couple of things. There is a door visible, and as I mentioned, there's a mound southeast, right? 100 feet. But now from the new mound where you are standing, straight 100 feet east, there is an irregular structure in the ground which looks like a collapsed mound, like the one you found before where Vela started excavating.
So another collapsed mound 100 feet.
Yes. And 100 feet directly north from your current position, there is another mound.
Woo.
So I'm telling the collapsed one 17, and 18 is 100 feet north. Excellent.
Man. Okay, so another collapse.
This is why we have to do the whole map crawl whenever we go in and out. It's inevitable, right?
Yep. That's awesome.
It's awesome how all of a sudden how we filled this map. Look at that. That
Nice.
is fantastic.
Awesome. All right, so we're collecting. We're visually spying mounds, which is nice. Okay. Okay, you say the door here is visible for this mound?
Yes, sir.
Let's look for tracks before we open it. Is it closed? The door is closed, or is it another?
The door is closed. Yes.
Okay, let's look for tracks before we check the door per se.
Top of the mound, is it got standing stones? Any interesting
check.
architecture at the top of this mound?
Let me check real quick. No. There's a stone door is sealing the mound, but that's about all you can see.
Okay.
And no tracks.
There are no tracks around.
Wow. Okay. All right. So I will get out the sledgehammer and Lamb and Targos.
Vela, before you take the sledgehammer to the door, perhaps there is some mechanism that will open it without.
No, there's just a stone slab.
Okay.
Right. It's
no. Okay. No writing on the door. Nothing like that. Okay.
No. If there were any writing, it's probably
Faded.
evaporated.
Okay.
Yeah. Not evaporated, eroded.
Eroded.
Is what I meant to say. Right.
All right. So I'll get Lamb and Targos to join me, and we'll take this door out.
Targard.
And Targard, yes.
Take this door out quickly.
If you don't feel there's a problem,
Right.
you better turn on that. Yeah.
So,
Targard.
because there's 3 of you working on this door, right? You make short work of it. Uh-oh. But, as you do... Jorge, roll a D10.
D10.
Because why not? Yeah, why not?
8.
8. Okay. Hold, please. Okay. Ooh.
Bring me Vitharia stone, Manai Masaran Zarian. The magnificent shall reward you with 1,000 pieces of gold.
Okay.
What he said. We want that 1,000 pieces of gold.
Ta-da.
Okay. Okay. So, Donald, you spot half a dozen 2-foot long frogs with strange coloring approaching. They seem to be hungry.
Giant frogs, be wary.
These are different from the other giant frogs that you've fought.
Okay.
What about the coloring?
The coloring. You know what? Roll your intelligence.
9.
Or, yeah, to see how much you know about these.
I rolled 5, so well under.
These are poisonous frogs.
Poisonous.
So let's roll initiative. 2.
4.
Yes.
So I imagine Donald yells out, "Poisonous frogs!"
And I get yelled at as I shoot an arrow.
Right.
Go for it.
All right, so 16 on the die
Yes. Hits.
for 5 hit points.
5 hit points.
All
So
right,
you
and I'll-
grievously wound one of these frogs.
And I'll level my crossbow, add another. Ooh, yeah, no, not good. 5.
How
I
much?
said to the
5. I
NPCs,
missed wide. I missed wide on that.
Oh,
Let
okay.
him have a volley.
Okay, I cast.
It's the make of
I
this
cast
crossbow, cheap crossbow.
No,
I cast the hand
said
that's
that
a
to the NPCs because all the NPCs have crossbows.
Right.
You hit. How much damage? 3? 3 plus
for, 5
dexterity?
points. 5 points.
5 point. Again, you grievously wound a frog. And I guess it's the NPCs. What do they use again, Jose? Crossbows?
Crossbows, yeah.
Crossbows. So crossbows is 1d6, if I'm
Yes, yeah.
remembering correctly. So let's go down the
Remember,
line.
Ram has +2 to hit and damage.
Ooh.
Nice.
So this is Stargard. And he has +1 to hit, but is with physical weapons. No, okay, but 17 is great. I mean, he shoots the bolt, and this frog just collapses to the ground.
Nice.
He pins it to the
Fire.
mud.
Shoot
Kodos.
the wounded ones first.
Nice.
Okay, you want to shoot the wounded ones?
Yeah.
Okay, Kodos hits the one, the one that you hit, and this time the crossbow bolt kills it.
Nice.
Excellent.
2 down.
The other wounded,
3
this
down,
is who? Gilly. Gilly, I don't think. No, Gilly misses. And then Lamb attacks the other wounded one and kills it.
Nice. 8 hits.
Yes. And that's all the NPCs. So, let's see what happens then. 7.
Nice.
That's not good. They still attack.
Dang.
So, let's see. It's how many people? We said it was 9 people.
Yeah.
So here we go. First one attacked is number 9, Gilly.
Oh,
No, Donald. Donald
Yeah.
is number 1, is number 9. So, see. Okay.
So what, they spring into melee is what they're doing?
Yeah.
Yes, they jump. One of them jumps at you, but you manage to bat it. Yeah, you manage to sidestep it. I
That
don't
is
think you
with
have
my bow. as
Yeah.
I draw my
with the
sword.
bow. Yeah, there you go. Next attacks
Me.
Vela. And again, you manage
Yeah,
to
crossbow. Use the
evade
crossbow and bat it away.
and leverage with the crossbow. Yes, and the third frog attacks number 2, who is Vela as well. What's your armor class, Vela?
I'm 1. Armor class 1.
1. Yes, awesome. So it sort of lands on the plate, right?
Yep.
But it's on the plate armor, so you manage to
Brush
scrape
it
it
off.
off
Yep. Get it
with
off.
with the butt of the crossbow.
And now I'm
Nice.
I'm swinging the short shield around and drawing the broadsword.
So let's roll initiative again.
Yeah.
Right.
So Eloy, I turn my rod into a 12-foot spear.
Nice.
Okay. I rolled a 4.
4,
4. So let's roll again.
2.
Damn.
Okay, so they go again. So there's 2 on Vela. Oh my God, Vela, I don't like it.
Nice.
Yes. Vela's
So
armor
shield 1,
is proof.
batting it away with the broadside of my sword.
And the final one, let's might as well go for Donald, who also
Nope.
All right,
evades.
so I chop back at it. Instant
Go for
karma. Man, these dice are on fire. I'm not even adding any modifiers. 17 on the dice
Nice.
Yes,
for 7 hit points.
All right.
you kill your frog.
Vela at one of these frogs. 18 plus 1, 19, and
Yes.
4 damage. 3 plus 1. 4. Actually, plus 2 of the broadsword, so 5 damage.
So you kill one of the frogs,
And I'm
you're
off.
a
I'm
fighter,
on the next one.
So
I'm going
Yes.
for the next
Maybe
one.
go for it.
15 plus 1 for my
Yep,
strength,
that
16.
hits.
And 6
hits.
damage. 6 damage.
6 damage on the dot. You managed to
Oh,
slay
and I can go a third time now, can't I?
No, there's no more frogs. It's the
Oh,
it's the
damn.
only issue.
Okay, time out. Time out. Jason, you're too excited. What level fighter is Vela?
4.
And what's her strength?
15 plus 1. Or
You have
15, so plus 1.
3 You have plus 3 to hit as a 4th level fighter with a.
Oh, I
15
forgot my
strength.
attack bonus. That's right.
Yes.
Yes. Shoot. Damn it. I think I
Nice.
wrote it down. I'm not on my character sheet. That's the problem. My character sheet. Oh, yeah, I've got it here. Yeah, attack bonus plus 3. Yep.
And technically, it should be applied every time you attack.
So I've got it written down here. I just wasn't on that page. Yeah, plus 3 to hit. I was on our actual notes for the mound, but yes, the character sheet has it. Either way, they're dead. Is that right? We got them.
They are dead.
Nice, nice. Yes,
That
Vela
was
wiping
scary.
wiping green frog blood from her forehead, sweating.
God.
Nice.
Can we harvest the poison from these poisonous frogs, Donald?
Nothing is not. I've never done that. They're dangerous. It's dangerous, but I will cut them open to see if they've swallowed anything that we can use.
Yeah, there's nothing in
I
there.
would think Dora would appreciate poison. Our assassin might like a little bit of poison for her
But
daggers.
maybe she knows how to collect it, but it is not something I do.
It's beyond you. Nice. So by this time, you need to take a break
Yes.
and eat. And in all this excitement, I even forgot which mound we're at.
We're at Mount 15.
This is the one that
It's
goes.
It's the one in the middle of all these
Yeah.
mounds. If
Yes.
you look
Right,
at
so-
Right.
So you were just at the entrance mound, and this is the one directly east of it, right?
right.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So you take a short break and have something to eat, and by then it's 2:00. So you still have time.
I thought it was 2:00 earlier.
Yeah. When we were in the wizard's entrance, it was 2:00.
Okay.
I thought. Yeah.
Okay. So
We probably have about an hour left. We could probably try and explore this mound
sure.
before we have to head back.
Sure. This is mound. Oh, okay. Yeah.
This
Oh, this is the
we have
mound.
to juggle when we have to leave in the game and one we have to leave in real life, and they're not
Right.
always going to be.
Yeah.
They're always going to coincide.
Exactly. So you were pounding on this door with a sledge.
Correct. We were three of us were working it.
So the door breaks. There is a short stone staircase, again descending about 5 feet, and this is a single hexagonal chamber. It's 30 feet by 30 feet. With lit torches, you can see that at the center of this chamber there is a stone lectern, and there seems to be something on the lectern.
Ooh.
There are markings on the wall. There are frescoes again, and these are relatively fresh, right? So that you can, fresh as for something that's really ancient, you can still make out some details. It seems to be depictions of a man in dark robes with a hood on his face, but there's no skeleton grin, so you take this to be a man and not Nergal.
Okay.
Right? And you can see this figure, gesturing with arms and you can see flames shooting out of its hands. In others, you see what seems to be the same figure with the hood pulled back, and you can see gray skin, or at least it's painted gray, right? And dark eyes, this time wielding a sword.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I'll approach and investigate this lectern.
While he does that, I'll ask Lamb to look for secret doors.
Okay.
I will detect evil on the lectern.
Okay, so you note that there is a yellow book on this lectern, and contains strange markings that you do not recognize.
Okay, I won't read it, and I will caution everyone not to read it, as we were warned by Mazarian to be careful.
Yes. Mayhap this is what the wizard Mazarian was looking for.
It may be.
Although he was pretty sure he was down in the
I will.
chamber.
I'll approach it, and I will attempt to pick it up from the lectern and handle it without reading it. I'm gonna make sure I don't.
Right. So you do open it. You note that there is like a latch closing the book, right? Like there's a strap on it and keeping it closed. It seems to be remarkably well preserved for this, environment. Yes.
I will call Owen. Is it Owen that's with us?
Owen.
And I will bag this book up separately in a small bag, and then bag it. This we take to the wizard, and I'll bag it up with our other belongings. Yeah, I don't think we want to read it here or try to open it here. Right.
Agreed.
Okay.
Nice.
Very nice. And I will actually take time to quickly sketch out the frescoes, and I will kind of fold that parchment up and jam it in there with the book, so the wizard could have some frame of reference of what we were looking at where we found it.
I'm gonna say we're gonna look for any other valuables, and Lamb's looking for secret doors.
Right. So as you spend
Sketch.
some 10 minutes in here, nothing else seems to be of value. No secret doors are found. But yes.
That might be a very fine haul. The wizard may be very grateful for this.
Agreed.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's anything left here, right?
Yeah, I think after this, it's probably a good idea to start heading back, right? Because it's probably close enough to the time,
Yeah.
and then we can plan to go for the wizard's book on the morrow. See if we can bring this one to the wizard tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So, let's see. Oh!
We're not getting home without. We're not getting home without a fight. That's nice.
Roll a d10, Jorge.
5.
Ooh. So as you reach back, let me see where we are. Hang on once more. We should work on getting back. Which route do you want to take? Do you want to go in a straight line to the entrance? Because there might be things you haven't seen.
Yeah, that was the plan. That was the plan. The plan would be, I would say, going straight down the hex lines southwest.
Okay, from your current position, go straight southwest. Okay.
Yeah, and then when we get down to the southern edge, walk until the exit.
Right.
Gotcha. Okay, so you move 50 feet. Making sure I hit everything, right? Okay, when you move 100 feet, so you're standing 50 feet below
Mount 14.
the entrance mound, right?
Yeah.
You now can see that south by southwest, 100 feet south by southwest, there is another mound.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So you move a further 50 feet, and now you are directly, the mound is now directly 50 feet south of you.
All
Right?
So that's Mount 19.
Yes, you move another 50 feet, and you realize that 100 feet in this direction, right? If you walk 2 more hexes, there's another mound.
Ooh.
Mount 20.
Yeah, so you walk 50 feet, you walk 50 more, and you are at the area of the mound. And you note, as you pass it, because you're not exploring it, but as you pass it, you note a sealed stone door entrance.
And that's on 20?
On the new mound that you're passing.
Yeah, 20.
20.
Yeah. Let me make sure the entrance is a stone. Yes. Another 50 southwest, another 50, and from here you can see directly northwest, 100 feet further, there is another mound.
21.
Yep, so you keep going southwest, and one hex, and then when you go the next hex, there's marshy terrain, but you see nothing else. You move another 50 southwest, and the ground is starting to get more wet. You're starting to get into difficult
Right. From here, we go straight west until we reach the exit.
Right, but from this position, before you move, 100 feet. Oh no, hang on. No, my bad. Nothing there. And then you start moving directly.
Let's go northwest 1, southwest 1.
Gotcha. Northwest, southwest. Okay, so nothing else is visible, and you reach.
One more southwest. One
you
more
reach.
northwest, and then we're at the start.
Yes, correct. And so you make it. You make it to the start, and as you are making your way through the trail that Griff taught you, right, going up, you hear the howling of wolves. And I think this is a good place to stop, as you can hear a pack of wolves approaching.
Screams break the silence.
Awesome. That was fun. Yeah, we need music, man. Come on. Cue the music. That's it. That was fun.
All right.
That was awesome. We learned a lot, and we discovered a ton of mounds, so we got plenty to do, man.
I love it.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a mound. Well, I mean, it's what it is, right? It's the Barrowmaze, baby, so.
I think it's great because you got dungeon, you got mounds,
dude,
you
awesome.
got a town, you so many things to do.
And
Exploration, baby.
we are definitely a little more formidable. However, anything that's poisonous with a save or die, I am wary of, right? So that's why the threats are always there, right? Which I love.
We have some anti-poison.
Oh, we do?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, you guys must have gotten that from the old witch when I was out.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay. Sweet.
Right.
Sweet.
Right. Yeah.
That was fun. Thank you, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're more efficient. We're pretty darn efficient, just three of us.
Yeah.
Like you said, we got rid of the dead weight, right? I'm quoting you, man.
Nah, I miss those guys. Yes. We'll be back. We'll get them back.
Yeah.
Life's always getting in the way of gaming. It stinks.
Yeah.
I know.
We got next Tuesday, so
Yes.
that will hopefully be
Yes.
another fun expedition.
Yep. Yes,
And
great,
it's going
man.
to start with a bang because there's wolves coming.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, we got a book, The Wizard May Dig, that we may find out some good stuff there. And then we have the actual, we can tell the wizard we found his entrance, his map entrance.
Right.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen.
All right.
Well, get a good night's rest. Be safe.
Everybody be safe. Yes, be bad, too.
Be bad to the bone.
That's right.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, gentlemen. Thank you.
All right. Take care,
Well,
guys.
okay.
Have a good one.